Children in China are returning to public schools after a dramatic decline in reported C virus cases within the country. But the children are now facing a very new environment of learning and social interaction with their classmates. Examples like these are also being considered for U.S. children returning to public schools after 2 months of data are revealing the C virus isn't as deadly as what was once projected by the CDC and the Trump administration. Parents are anxiously waiting to hear from the child's school district on which new guidelines will be enforced and what that will mean to their child's educational future and quality of development, as many of the encouraged guidelines would run counterintuitive to the natural process of cognitive and social development psychologists declare is so vital for youth and children under 20 years old. While some parents are considering permanent homeschooling as a better option, other parents will remain loyal to public schools, as their children's scholarships and adult careers are heavily invested in the sports and academic clubs associated with public schooling. The latter will surely be raising their voices at their district PTA meetings to ensure their sons and daughters can return to life as close to normal as their local school boards will allow. The school administrators will be in a tough position making efforts to accommodate for the perception of responsible safety measures for the health of their students versus the reality of how those measures will result in an economic and psychological harm to both the schools and the children in them. Below are the new CDC guidelines for U.S. children returning to public schools. Wear masks over the age of 2. No sharing of any items or supplies. All belongings in individual cubbies or labeled containers. No sharing electronic devices, toys, games, learning aids. Desks 6 feet apart, all facing the same way. Distance on school buses, 1 child per seat, skipping rows. Install sneeze guards and partitions wherever you cannot space 6 feet apart. One-way routes and hallways, tape on sidewalks and walls to assure kids stay 6 feet apart. No communal shared spaces, cafeterias, playgrounds. Physical barriers or screens between sinks and bathrooms. Only prepackaged boxes or bags of food instead of cafeteria food. Kids eat in classrooms. No field trips, assemblies, or external organizations in the schools. Limit volunteers and visitors. Same children stay with same staff all day. No switching groups or teachers. Stagger arrival and departure times for students to limit exposure to crowds of kids. If possible, daily health and temperature checks. And several rules about cleaning and disinfecting throughout the day and hand washing frequently. Do you feel these new guidelines are helpful? Let us know what you think in the comments. For this and other news, visit www.newjerusalemmedia.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.